So take what you can. I'm currently like 20% into the book, but a lot has happened in the 20%. It's following two friends. Valeria and Milena met studying abroad in France. So the story is going right now back and forth between when they were studying abroad in France in 2004 and the present, which is at 2018. And after everything that they've been through in their friendship, Val is moving from North Carolina back to New York, where at one point she did live. She lived with Millie, but something happens. Millie ends up going abroad and Val ends up going back to North Carolina, and they both end up finding partners and ending up pregnant at the same time. So now they're back together after all these years, and they're still very close, and probably the romance with each other, the kinship that they have with one another, it's so much more stronger and so much more full than it seems the relationships that they have with the men in their lives. And I'm not gonna lie, reading it so far, we're 20% in, and Nick kind of sucks. She's just like, I look into Nick's eyes and everything feels better, but then you question, what has Nick done? Like, I don't know, what has Nick done? It seems like she has done a lot for Nick, helped him get through school, and it seems like when we're coming in, the one sacrifice he seems to have made is leaving the life that they've built in North Carolina and deciding to go to New York for the baby, which still isn't very much like it's that selfish of a thing to do, because it seems like if they had stayed in North Carolina, Val would have been stuck with the burden of raising the child, because it seems like neither of them have a real support system in North Carolina. A big part of her moving to New York is because a big support in her life is Millie, and Millie's in New York from jump. The second that we get to the book, Millie is there. Like, Millie is a very big support, and her and her husband are a very big support to them, helping them move in and all these other things that happen. So I get why she's all like, I want to go to New York. So Val has an estranged relationship with her parents, and we don't know why. That's one thing I don't know right now, why she has an estranged relationship with her parents. And there's a third friend that keeps coming up in passing, Helene, and she was there with them when they were studying abroad and they met, but something has seemed to happen between 2004 to when they were living in New York together that nobody's really talking about. They're all talking around, but we don't know what exactly has happened. I think it's a more nuanced conversation about like class and gentrification and the way Brooklyn has changed. I think it's interesting that Millie is an influencer, a content creator that has done really well for herself, and they both are in interracial relationships. They're both married to non-Black men in Brooklyn, which to me, like, I don't know, to me it's funny. Hopefully I can knock out some more books, but we're gonna try to do some more reading.